Hey guys, how are you all? This video is a little bit last minute and a little bit late today because I'm having some issues with my editing software. I was supposed to post my ConBravo vlog today, but Sony Vegas isn't cooperating, so we're gonna do a different video. Today's video is kind of manga themed to make up for the video that I left out yesterday. Yesterday I just kind of like crashed and it was really bad for me because it was one of those days where you just don't feel like doing anything and you're groggy and tired. But anyways, that's not important. Today I'm reviewing the new published Sword Art Online Fairy Dance manga. This is volume 1 of the Fairy Dance mini sequel series, I guess. This video today is kind of like a follow-up review on my Sword Art Online comparisons video that I did a month or two ago. Today we're gonna look at Fairy Dance and how it stands on its own as a manga series. Okay, for all of you guys who have watched the SAO anime and then you guys swapped into ALO with the 13 Mark episode, you probably don't like the ALO world. I'm with you on that because I really didn't like how the anime gave us all this amazing Aincrad stuff and then suddenly we were thrown into like Alphane and it was like, what just happened? Everyone got fairy wings. Am I even watching the same anime anymore? The cool thing about the manga is that I found I enjoyed it more on its own rather than a continuation of the SAO kind of story, if that makes sense. That doesn't make sense, but I'm gonna explain. So basically when you watch the anime, the pacing is so that when you get to episode 13, you're like, what the frick is going on? It's not over yet, but it's kind of starting over again. But there's no more story to tell and it's getting weird. But when you just read ALO on its own, like in the light novel or like just as a standalone, the way that they introduce this is pretty clever. They just kind of mentioned that, yeah, they were stuck in the game and then after Kirito woke up, his beloved, his partner, his companion, she didn't wake up. So it's kind of like his quest to go wake Asuna up. And as a story that starts off like that at the very beginning, it makes sense. It just makes it kind of like a quest retrieval kind of story. Versus in Sword Art Online where it was like they woke up in the middle and then he got into another game and he has to save someone, but it has nothing to do with video gaming anymore. Okay, so the manga goes through the first part of ALO, so Kirito waking up, finding out that there's this crazy corporation guy who wants to marry Asuna. We end at the part where Kirito and Lifa are on the bridge and they have to fight a bunch of different salamander fairies, I believe. The story doesn't feel as clunky when it's not deliberately strung together like in the anime. In the anime, like season 1 was like basically 2 stories meshed together. But in the manga, you have a time to take a break from the original, kind of like pause, and then start a different kind of story series. I didn't really like any of the art that went into the Sword Art Online manga when it was adapted, but I find that I actually really liked this one. The art in the manga here is by Tamako Nakamura, and the art here is by Tsubasa Hazuki, which is really different. So Sword Art Online, this is the first book, and then this is AL. You guys can kind of like see the difference. I liked this art a lot more. Yes, they do look really childish when they're like moved into the manga. I thought that the art in the Fairy Dance volume actually flowed a bit better. The mangaka chooses some really cool angles to kind of freeze the panels into, and I found the art style a bit more similar to what we see in the anime and a bit more similar to what we see in the light novel. So you'll have to like actually pick it up and read it to kind of check it out. It is published by Yen Press, a really nice glossy cover. You see you in the back with the synopsis. There is one color page of Sugu on the front. I wish there were more. But overall, like, I actually really enjoyed this. Arguably, the ALO story in the manga form is more enjoyable than the SAO manga. I didn't really like how they changed up Asuna's facial expressions in the first volume of the manga, because I thought that they made her look really like baby-like and really whiny. The manga artist for the Fairy Dance series sticks closer to the original look and kind of style of the characters. Like, different art styles just have different ways of bringing out the characters' personalities. And I think Tsubasa Hazuki does a better job of that than Tamako Nakamura. So this is just a quickie video for me to get my thoughts out there. I wanted to include this in my monthly haul, end of July haul, but I wanted some time to actually talk about it and flesh out some of my thoughts about it. So if you guys pick this up, it is only $13 US or $14 plus tax in Canadian dollars. I think you'll really enjoy it. I think it's really worth getting, even though you might not be like a really big fan of the ALO arc in the anime. Trust me, it's different when you read the manga. It's like a different feel, a different atmosphere. The pacing is a lot more comfortable, and you don't have that sense of like void or incompleteness that you feel from the first arc. So that basically wraps up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this, don't forget to hit like or subscribe. If you pick this up or read it online, let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I will talk to you guys very soon. Bye!